What's up, boys and girls? Bookie here, bringing you guys another commentary gameplay. Today's story is concerning a more serious topic than what you're used to seeing on my channel. This is a story concerning my great-great-grandma. She's from Japan, she's full Japanese, and this is a personal war story of hers. So, yeah, this is a pretty touchy topic for my family. So, as a young girl growing up, my grandma, she grew up in a village in Japan, and she had a really good best friend over there. Both of them grew up in the village together, and yeah, they became best friends, and they decided that the village life wasn't really for them, and they're looking for something a lot more exciting because it was so boring in the village. So once they reached around, I don't know, in their 20s or something, once they became an adult, they decided, yeah, we're going to move out of the village, get away from our families, and move to the closest major city. So yeah, when they were in their 20s, they both moved to the closest major city, and they were living there for quite a while, and they were living pretty happily until America and Japan had both gotten into a war together. So yeah, my grandma and her best friend one day decided, yeah, they'll go back, catch the train back to the village and go visit their family for a little while, because yeah, you don't know where this war could head, and yeah, you never know what could happen. So they thought, yeah, because it's a scary time, they'll both go back to the village and spend some time with their family. Because, yeah, just everybody in bloody Japan was bloody scared as at that time. So, yeah, they thought they'll leave the major city, catch the train back, and, yeah, go stay with their family for about 3 weeks, a month. So after that 3 weeks, a month, the best friends and my grandma decided to catch the train back, and they had plans of meeting up at the train station, getting onto their personal seats, and then yeah, just catching the train back. And my grandma and her best friend, they had been on this like sort of holiday visiting their families. They had been split up, so my grandma was with her family and her friend was with the other family. So they decided to meet up at the train station and catch the train back, but for some reason my grandma was always really punctual. She was never late or anything like that. She was always on time, like 5 minutes early. She would never be late. And for some reason, when she was going back to catch the train, she twisted her leg and fell over and grazed her whole upper arm, and it was really painful for her. She had blood everywhere, she was telling me, and she actually missed the train. She arrived there like 10 minutes late and the train had already left. So her best friend, she was on it. There was no way of contacting her, and yeah, away the train went. And of course there's no bloody bullet trains, and there's no like frequent timetables with like trains coming every like 10 minutes. This was back in the day. So yeah, the train arrived back into the major city, and my grandma, she just never really heard anything from her best friend. And then she thought that was really odd. So then news just started to spread that fucking America, nothing against Americans, but they just dropped an atomic bomb onto that city. That city that my grandma moved to was Hiroshima. And my grandma, she lost her best friend in that war. And thank God my grandma, she, yeah, just, thank God my grandma was just not on time and fucking missed that train, and she's still alive today, because if she was, yeah, someone must have been looking over her to actually twist her leg and fucking graze her whole arm and be late for that train, because, man, if she had been on time and caught that train with her best friend, not only would have she lost her best friend, she would have fucking got killed herself, and I wouldn't really be here today. So that's a story about my grandma, fucking the atomic bombs, Hiroshima, 1945. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks guys for listening to this commentary gameplay. Hopefully you enjoyed this story. I got a lot more war stories to come if you enjoyed them, but thanks guys, see you later and have a fucking beauty.